Is Josh Allen the best quarterback in football, or is still Mahomes?
No, it's Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
Yeah,
It's
damn.
Josh Allen.
Cause
You know,
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's
it's
it's tough to say, but yeah.
well, you
Because
think of
even
it.
when Mahomes ain't look like Mahomes, and even when he was winning, he just hasn't been the same year to year.
Hits and hoop season.
We hit and we hoop and we stick and we shoot and hits, hoops. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. I'm running point here today. Hits and hoops. Dixon Luna. I got the best center point in the podcast game. This was Jokic before Jokic. Like we
Oh,
gonna have
don't
to
do that to
really
me,
no
Dixon.
no 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 no. We
Don't
gonna
do that
have
to
to
me,
really
Dixon.
like the viewers don't know, bruh. We gonna have to break down Tyler's basketball pass one day, but for now, Jokic before Jokic. Tyler, what's good, my boy?
What's good, Ichicho? I appreciate the high praises, but
No,
just because I'm an
don't
overweight white guy
don't
that
do
could
that.
pass, don't do that to me.
Um, it was a compliment, bro.
I know, but
I'll give you Luca.
bro,
Anyways, bro.
hey, whatever
Look,
you want to give me, I'm cool with. Bring it
as
on.
long as there's a Hall of Famer, right?
Bring it on.
That's it. Today we are accompanied by Jets insider, NFL insider, QB number one, Sunrise, Florida. If you know, you know, type shit. Connor, what up, bro?
What up, guys? How we doing? How we doing?
I'm chilling, bro. Hey, look, waited for the perfect time to have Connor on. NFL playoffs started this past weekend was wild card weekend, and we're gonna get into it, right? Let's just go game by game.
All right, first game. Wait, before we get started, Connor, real quick. I put the podcast through a ChatGPT analysis,
Mhm.
and it praised me for having, or us, me, for having a Jets insider, Connor Gaffney.
Mm-hmm.
That's,
So
I mean, hey, AI
we
is great, man.
appreciate you.
AI is great.
We
That's a tradition.
appreciate you. First game of the weekend, it was Rams Panthers in Carolina. This was in my opinion, this was a bit of a letdown on the Rams side, but the Rams came up on top. But coming out of this game, I have a lot more respect for the Panthers. Other than Bryce Young, I like what they're doing in Carolina. But when it's talking about LA, Stafford started out perfect. And then I don't know, Carolina flipped a switch and he was throwing maybe 50% of the time. His stats did look pretty good at the end of the game, but it was like a tale of two halves when it came to Stafford. Dixon, what was your initial reaction to this game?
I told you, bro. I told you I'm riding with Bryce Young, Carolina. You're gonna have to start riding with that team. I'm not gonna lie, Tyler.
I can't. We beef. Like we went to the game.
No,
We got to come
no,
back.
bro. It's fine. Like, especially when your team is as trash as the Dolphins are, you're giving that second team pass. Especially if you moved out of state and you're a resident in that new state. I'm giving y'all the pass.
The best thing I can do for you, I can't root for another team like that. But the best thing I can do for you is go to the games and maybe support them in that way financially. But will it be cool if they win? Yeah, it'd be cool for the where I
You
live.
gotta
But
root them. You gotta root for them every time except for when they play the Dolphins. You get me? But
I'll think
anyways,
about it.
nah. I just knew because when they played in the regular season, Carolina beat them.
Yeah, that
And
was
I'm
a
like,
crazy
damn,
game.
this is probably one of those weird situations where, like, on paper, it's not a matchup, it's a blowout, but like for whatever dynamic when they play, it's close. So I just knew coming from that, and Carolina's a tough team. I could at least say that. But yeah, nah, a lot closer than a lot of people thought. And while Stafford is great, I think he can get rattled. I think he's vulnerable this year.
He
He's not
showed
all
that he
that.
was human this game.
Yeah, he showed that a little bit, toward the end of the season too. So I think that's also, he's got to be the most beat up guy in the league. I mean, we talked about that.
Hmm.
So Connor, what'd you see out there?
It was a great game. I mean, you couldn't convince me that it wasn't going to be a blowout. And
Hell yeah.
I mean, Stafford looked weak. Like he didn't look like him. Devontae didn't look that great. Kyra didn't look that great. Corum didn't look that great. I think they let off the running game, which they shouldn't have. I mean, the defense kind of showed up, but Bryce Young played a great game.
Mm.
I think Chuba had a couple touchdowns.
Shout out my short kings.
Yeah, he balled out. Coker had a good game. I mean,
He's nice.
yeah, they showed up, man. They could have easily lost by 30, and people would have been like, "Yeah, okay, we thought this was gonna happen," but they fought dead ass right to the last second, and Stafford did what he does, man. Just a veteran that pulled it out.
That game winning drive. I thought, I don't know if Bryce played great. He played smarter than he has. He had a rushing touchdown, which kudos for him to make that run, but I just don't see it with Bryce. What about y'all? Like, kudos to the Rams. They should, like Dixon mentioned, should have been on paper. It was like there's no match, but because they have Puka, hey, Puka's the driving factor of that offense.
For sure.
He is. We've talked about
Bro,
this.
he could be guarded perfectly.
He could,
But
and he still
Stafford's
makes a
gonna
play.
fit it in a window where only he can catch it.
Yeah, bro. He's awesome.
Because he's not really gonna make that much separation. He's not a burner like that.
But Dixon, I will start with you. What do you think of Bryce's future? Like, what's your temperature on Bryce right now?
I used to be the short king guy, bro. Kyler Murray, Russell Wilson, Tua, but I learned the hard way. That shit don't work in the NFL. Hey, this the big boys. Like for real, for real. So I'm not gonna lie, if you ain't like 6'2" and up, it's gonna be hard for you. You gotta be like other world type athlete, and he's not that. I think he has really elite like accuracy. And maybe like if the play calling kind of, helped him out a bit, got him like on the roll outside the pocket, it could work. But yeah, I can't see him being a franchise quarterback. I'm sorry.
What about you, Kyle, man?
No, I mean, I feel like he played within himself this game. That's why he didn't have a great game, but he didn't make any crazy mistakes. I think we saw last night when like Stroud had those two fumbles and trying to pick it up and throw it at the same time. Like it just wasn't going to work. Where Bryce tries to make something out of nothing sometimes, but I feel like he kind of took his L's when he had to, threw the ball away, took a sack when he had to,
Oh, yeah.
and like I said, played within his game and didn't try to do too much, and that's kind of why I feel like it stayed controlled, and that shows great growth in a young immature quarterback and a younger guy at least. I feel like he was a little bit more poised this game. So I mean, I think they got a good future. I think they have a good couple pieces there. Dave Canales, the coach, is unbelievable. I think he had a great year this year too. So I think you stack up a couple receivers in there, you get a George Pickens or somebody, a big body receiver with that team. And
Hey, let's not forget that McMillan is a guy.
McMillan, shout out McMillan.
He's going to be a guy, man.
That was good. You get another guy like him, or
Yeah.
Tight end or some shit, just another weapon.
They got a future for sure.
Well, I don't know if you guys saw, but Rico Dowell said he's not going to be re-signing with them. He's going to free agency.
Can't. What you mean I had back-to-back 200-yard games and you benched me?
I don't think he didn't get benched. It was more like, okay, you're gonna let's not forget Herbert didn't have a great year this year, but he's been carrying them from a running back.
He just got paid in the offseason, so the team was in a very difficult situation. But Rico Dowdle was on a burner. Well, I had him on my fantasy, so I'll never forget.
The game against Miami when he had 200 plus his first start, adding him into the run game more and the play more catapulted them on a win streak.
Exactly.
That's the Bryce looks a lot better with two good running backs, and it can work. So if maybe Rico does leave, get a better running back than Dow, maybe
another second piece running back,
or a draft running back high. They could do something, but I like what they're building in Carolina. I'm just not sold on Bryce yet.
Same. Nah, shout out JC Horn too, one of the best corners in the league now.
Going to the night game, Bears and Packers. The Bears came back from an 18-point deficit in the fourth quarter. That was an incredible game. There were all good games this whole weekend, but this was
every game was a banger. Hey, the script writers went crazy.
This was my favorite game. And Dixon, I told you earlier in the season when you walked out, I said, I'm going to leave the keys underneath the map. Okay. You're knocking on the door. You're in the sofa watching TV. Caleb played a hell of a game. That fourth quarter was incredible. The
That
Packers
throw.
did lose this game though.
They fucked it up.
They fucked it up.
But that's Matt LaFleur's bag. Like this is his MO by now. I've seen it happen so many times. I don't know. But Caleb, hey, I don't know if you'll ever see this. I'm sorry, fam. Yeah, I should have gave you more time. I shouldn't have judged so hard about the nails, about the crying to your mom. I seen the talent. I saw it. Trust me, I saw it. But now it's like really starting to click, and he's becoming one of those where like, is he ever out the game? And once you get that badge, that's when you
Man,
start
I mean,
getting
he's maybe not there yet.
not there yet, but I said starting to because
okay.
I
My
had a
fault.
feeling in that Packers game, like, oh, the Bears are gonna come back in the second half. I don't know if they're gonna win, but they're gonna make it close for sure. And bro, I don't know. Some of the throws he makes on the run.
So that fourth, Connor, I'm sure you remember this, but that fourth down throw
Fourth and
where he
8.
jumped in the air and just threw a laser to that was the season right there.
Rolling left.
And going out of, I mean, an incredible play. I mean, that was one of those plays where you just kept rewinding. Connor, what'd you think of this game?
Yeah, man, it was great. I gotta say, you couldn't find a bigger Caleb supporter than Dixon Luna at the
Oh
beginning,
my God.
and the
Exactly.
man bailed on him so quick.
I
I
couldn't believe it.
remember past
Fuck,
episodes,
bro.
times at the field before the game, we talk about it, and I'm gonna leave it at that because he's embarrassed, and we're gonna leave it there.
Thank you. I
But
appreciate it.
but no, man, what a game! And I think that he had such a great game, and I get that point, but you got to give love to Colson Loveland, man. That
Yo, what a
dude,
boost.
Oh, okay.
oh
Hell
my
yeah.
god! Yo, shout out to our white athletes, man. Exciting whites. Add them to the list, man.
Damn.
What a fucking game! I think I mean, I don't even know what he had, 9 for like 140 or something crazy like that. Like,
Yeah, that second half, he was everywhere.
and there was, again, you're going to see these quarterbacks get into situations where they have to stay inside their game and play their game. And that's why you got people like Brady, Mahomes, Stafford, like those guys stay and play their game. They don't get out of whack. It could be down 25. They're still going to go out there every drive and play how they play. And I saw Caleb do the same thing. He played his game and he never shuddered, like never flinched. He just walked off this for the halftime and came back in and just did his thing. It was unbelievable to watch. As a lover of quarterbacks, it was an unbelievable thing.
He really did not look phased at all at any part of the game. And you noticed that. How did you take the aggressive calls in the beginning of the game? Those fourth down calls.
I'm thinking we're playing Madden, man. I've
Bro,
never
that's what
seen
I
somebody do
said,
that.
bro.
That's exactly what
That's
Dixon
what
said.
I
Yeah.
said. That's like when you play in a Madden hack. It's fourth and fucking 40 and they go for it, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta love the aggressiveness, but I mean, hey, look, you love a coach that has faith in his quarterback, his team, his offense to go out there and get those few yards. But at some point, we see it with Dan Campbell now, like you
Yeah.
gotta just punt the ball, take
It
the
was
points.
too much, bro.
Too much. But
Yeah.
If he
hey,
would have
it's-
lost, he would have got fucking flamed for that.
But now he looks like a genius.
That's
Yeah,
how
it was
goes.
That's
it was an amazing comeback.
Hold
Going to
on,
the
let
other
me
side.
ask y'all. Do y'all think Caleb Williams is the best on the run thrower right now? I still got Josh and Mahomes just up there,
Yeah, I'm taking Josh for sure.
but
I was gonna say Josh.
he's got to get close.
I
to
would
them
say
now.
he's probably moving up that list. What I think he is the best at, though, is escapability. How the way he can escape and extend a pocket
He's quick.
with his quick burst,
He's quick.
bouncing out to the left or right. Sometimes when he does do it, it seems like he is more comfortable doing that, dropping back, pocket collapsing. I mean, they have a great O line, but pocket collapsing, and then he just extends quick burst to the left or right, and it works. So I think he's probably the best at that. But when it comes to throwing on the run, he's moving up there.
Yeah, I gotta put him in like that tier.
He's
one
moving up there.
now.
Let me ask you guys from the Green Bay side: is this game different with Parsons?
1000%. I think with Parsons, they could go to the Super Bowl, bro. That's just what I kept thinking watching this game.
Me too. What about you, Connor? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, he's a game wrecker. Like the thing about Caleb Williams, what he did at USC was drop back, take off, and I think you're seeing less of that. But he's doing it in a smarter way. He's picking his chances to take off and run. So I think when you stay in the pocket just a hair too long, a guy like Micah Parsons will ruin your day.
Yes, yes. Yeah, he was definitely missed. I mean, not that I mean the Packers played well. I just think it really came down to coaching and they were winning, going at what was it, 11 minutes before Chicago scored, and they just seemed deflated after they scored.
They did
They
that
seemed
same shit when they played the Niners and Brock Purdy, I remember. I don't know if it was last year or the year before.
they just seemed like, damn, they got us, but there was still all this time left. But you guys had anything to add to Green Bay? I mean, this is on the floor.
I put this on the floor, personally.
Connor, what do you think?
I mean, it's tough because we've seen these crazy comebacks of 20-3 with New England and all that good stuff. I don't think any lead is safe in this
No.
league. And, I think it does go right to your coach. Like, how are we coaching these players? It could be 50-0 with a minute left. We should still be like, well, fuck, anything can happen.
Yeah.
So, you got to put a little bit on him. But there was a couple drop passes. I know Jaden Reed dropped a big pass that, we might not be having the same conversation.
He would have scored on that.
Yeah, if he catches
He would
that
have scored
ball,
on that.
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
a whole different game. So,
There's a bunch of huge drops over the weekend.
yeah.
But I will say Dobbs played really well. I can never get used to his helmet, but Dobbs played pretty
Nah,
well.
bro, Golden.
He's really good too. Like he had
He showed
his
up.
career game.
He showed why he was like a first round pick.
That screen pass touchdown was
That was crazy.
boss move.
Hey, the announcers were ass, bro. That shit kept getting me so annoyed.
Yeah.
Amazing play, and they over, bro. Don't even.
Going to Jacksonville, Bills versus Jags. Jags just left too much time for Josh Allen and Superman won them the game. I mean, for the Jags season to finish on a deflected pass and an interception was just deflating. But shout out Bills. Good shit. Like they did that. Josh Allen did that. Defense turned up.
Hey, and now we're getting to the point where Josh Allen is becoming a historic all-time great playoff quarterback. Not in terms of Super Bowls.
I think he's been.
Not in terms of Super Bowls, but when you look at his yards per game, when you look at his touchdown interception ratio, he's like ranked number 1 all time. And he stacked up so many playoff games, but at this point, he's like a great all-time playoff quarterback without that Super Bowl. But nah, bro, he put the team on his, I'm not even going to say his back, on his body. He was getting wrecked out there. That Jacksonville team was hitting. I thought Jacksonville played great.
I thought they played pretty well.
They can't hang their
other
heads.
than
I
the
thought
turnovers,
they played great, bro.
If they don't have those turnovers, or no, he just had one pick. No, 2 picks. One, whatever. That turnover killed them. Yeah, killed some momentum. Connor, what'd you think of this game in Jacksonville?
Yeah, I mean, another Josh Allen masterclass. I mean, I feel like he didn't have an unbelievable game, but he had a game where you're like, here he goes again. Like
He's just efficient.
You just know he's gonna go get the job done.
Flawless ball, bro.
And I think that you saw the team that they've been there so many times now. Like they're built for this moment. I know Trevor's been there a time or two, but like to see him go out there and just kind of you have that Tom Brady feel like, oh, he's got too much time.
Too much time. What was it? 350. He got the ball. It was like,
oh, he's doing that shit with bums, bro.
He's gonna fly down.
Yeah,
bro. He's got. Okay, I've been thinking about this. He has the rushing leader, and
but he didn't do nothing. He was getting stopped all game.
Yeah, that's when he really got to pull the cape out,
bro. That was crazy. I think he had like 9 different receivers or some shit.
Hey, but shout out Khalil. I mean, he just
he shows up. He got hands.
He just balls out, honestly. Going looking it from the Jacksonville side, are you guys do they have a positive future, do you think?
100%. Hey, like my boy Ocho Cinco said, the Ferrari's in the shop. They did all this without the Ferrari. Isn't a shot. That's Travis Hunter. So I'm just
Yeah, how
excited to
does it make
see.
you feel that when he went out, they started balling?
I was disgusted.
Hmm.
I was like, look, this is proving all the naysayers right. So he just
Hmm.
got to show up because, like, bro, if you go out and your team balls, that's not a good look. Anytime.
Yeah.
Shout out
Con-
Tyler Hero.
Connor is the future bright in Jacksonville?
Yeah, I don't get the Travis Hunter hype. I know Dixon, that's his guy. He loves him to death, and
Of course.
he's a hell of an athlete. But like you
Florida
said,
boy.
man, when you go out there and stink it up, and your team stinks, and you leave, and then all of a sudden they win a bunch of games straight. Um, but I mean, the team's great. I mean, they got a good team.
Hell yeah.
ETN, I had a really bad year last year, came back and played pretty well this year.
Yo, I wanna jump on that.
Yeah.
I've never been a big fan of ETN. This year, prove me wrong.
Yeah.
Prove me wrong.
They got a few backs.
Yeah, but ETN he always had the fumble issues, and he was on the ground and in the air, had a great season. Great season.
Yeah, I think they're another team like the Panthers that have a lot of good pieces. Like what's his name, Brenton Strange, the tight end came out of nowhere. Kind of,
Strange.
he
Such
had
a
a
dope
good
last name.
year. Yeah, so there's a couple guys out there that look good. You know, the defense is good. So another team probably missing 2 to 3 pieces, and then they'll be right back next year.
I think this year they'll definitely attract free agents
Yeah, for
because
sure.
of their staff. I mean, if their staff stays together, a lot of their core stays together.
The coach.
Last thing, last thing I want to ask you about Jacksonville: does Travis play both ways next year? No,
I mean, they got to try it still. I don't know. It's tough. I mean,
but
I
but
feel like this was proof that it didn't work. I mean, he got injured.
he got injured, but he wasn't. He wasn't shiny at all on each end. He was better on defense and was
Better on defense, we could say
okay.
that.
He was
And
okay.
slowly getting better, but he never fully arrived. No. He
No, he didn't
never
even
full
leave
I
the
mean,
house.
he made a few good plays like versus the Chiefs. He like a crazy catch here and there, but yeah, he didn't even get a touchdown until like game 7 or 8.
Which in Travis's defense with the winning streak, that's when teams start to click. That's when you can see, all right, we might not be a good team, or hey, we have a lot of positives, we got a lot to work on. 7, 8 is when teams
Like
really
halfway through the season type shit.
start to roll. Start to roll.
Yo, I got a question. Is Josh Allen the best quarterback in football or is still Mahomes?
No, it's Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
Yeah.
It's
Damn.
Josh Allen.
Cause
You know,
yeah, yeah. I mean,
it's
it's tough to say, but yeah.
well, you
Because
think of
even
it.
when Mahomes ain't look like Mahomes, and even when he was winning, he just hasn't been the same year to year. But Allen has been
Uh,
almost better year to year.
well, Allen's mobility. I mean, it gets lifted to a whole new other level. The way he can drive 3 guys, like he did this past game. The way like you guys mentioned, like it's a Tom Brady. He left too much time. They left too much time. We knew Josh Allen was going to score. When you're at that level, it don't matter. We say he's going to score. Running, throwing, shit, catching. He's the best player in football.
I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't be mad if he got a ring. And that's an AFC East op, but there's
Hey,
good people over there in Buffalo. But I wouldn't be mad he got a ring at all.
yeah, I mean he's an all-time great. He really is. I mean, you gotta have the greats. I just watched the Elway documentary on Netflix. Just came out. Connor, I'm big into sports documentaries.
Love that.
Man, same thing with Elway. Like he got the ring. He had all the accolades. Got the ring at the end of his career. Did it
Because he was
again.
going to mass Super Bowls and losing at first.
He went to one in the beginning of his career, and then two in that with Terrell Davis. And yeah, those greats they get those rings. There are
Shannon
greats
Sharp and
without
them
it, but
boys.
it's different. Going into the following game, we got the Niners and Eagles. Niners upset the Eagles in Philadelphia. A very disappointing loss with a very talented Eagles team. But the Niners have this next man mentality that all these players can get hurt,
It's
and
crazy.
they're going to divisional round
They've been doing this shit for years. I ain't gonna
with a
lie.
fully healthy Eagles team. I mean, other than Lane Johnson. But man, you got to give it to the Niners. They're really next man up, and we talked about this last week or 2 weeks ago. Drafting is that important.
Coaching is that important. I think this was a coaching masterclass. I think this was a coaching ass whooping. I think he made Sirianni look like an amateur. I'm not gonna lie, but
He did. He looked cold
super
as fuck.
disappointed, bro. Super disappointed. Y'all know I root for the Eagles,
Yeah.
but yeah, nah, super disappointed. I mean, but I can't even be surprised. The writing was on the wall.
Yeah. They did a lot of ugly stuff this year.
Oh yeah.
That second half stats were crazy. Connor, what'd you think of this game in Philly?
Yeah, man. I think obviously everybody saw the news that they fired their OC today. I
Oh,
mean,
they did.
yeah, they did. You know, it
He's got
was.
to take. Someone's got to take the blame.
No, that was
Someone's got to.
I
Sirianni's
mean,
boy. He was just hooking them up for a year.
yeah, but you could just tell from last year's offense, there was so many more design runs last year. There was so many better routes ran by AJ Brown. Like he's running these like simple routes, and it doesn't even
Right.
make sense. Like they just stopped doing what they were doing. Saquon had obviously a down year comparative to what he usually does.
You know, he finished that,
He still
I
had a
don't.
1K.
Yeah, still yeah, of course.
bruh.
Yeah, no,
Um,
that's impressive.
but
Damn, down year
yeah,
hitting 1K.
isn't that crazy? So, but I mean, it was a good game. Obviously, I took the Niners. I just felt that they have that, like you talk about that next man up mentality. I just didn't think Kittle would go out, but
Damn.
I mean, to see what they do, and they, of course, CMC like is going to do what he does. But sad to see the Eagles go out like that, man.
If the Niners win the Super Bowl, this will be one of the most impressive seasons of all time.
Ain't no way, boy.
Ain't no
So,
way.
Ain't
Ain't
no
no
little.
way,
way.
boy. No.
Hell no.
So, Dixon, let me start with you. How do you fix Philly?
I gotta get the new OC. I mean, I don't know. I think Sirianni don't got that many seasons left of shit like this. Because it's like you see the talent and you know they're not getting there for other reasons. So that's like the most frustrating part.
And on
AJ
top of
Brown
that,
gotta go. AJ Brown gotta go. They gotta get another
it's
receiver
too
in there.
toxic, right?
Too toxic. He's gonna go somewhere else and probably ball out for, a year or two. Get a
He'll
new
go to Buffalo.
OC, get a new OC in there. Just work on the offense. Because the defense is stout.
Well, who knows how long Fangio hangs around? He's old. Fangio's in his 70s.
He'll be around.
Connor, how do you fix Philly?
I mean, I don't think you can get rid of AJ Brown. I think killing the OC off was probably their best thing.
Facts.
Um, but I feel like you look at a lot of these head coaches that are top talent in the league, they don't run their mouth like Sirianni does. He kind of
That's
gets
what
in
I'm
the players'
saying.
faces. And it was funny because I was listening to Strahan talk about it after AJ and Nick got into it on the sideline. And he's like, as a player, like, you just don't do that. It shows like a lack of respect for the player and for the man. It's like if these guys are saying this and seeing it and saying it on TV, like why is AJ Brown the diva? Why is he the toxic one? I know he kind of comes out and says some stuff sometimes, but like it must be frustrating, not getting the ball when you're one of the best receivers in the league after what you did the last few years, knowing how talented this team is, and then your head coach is
So
screaming at you to
dick.
get off the field, but like in your face in a playoff game. It's like
Yeah.
I think that's got to calm down a little bit, but they'll be all right. There's way too much talent on that team. There's a lot of great things that are still going to be there next year. They'll be fine. They'll be fine.
Yeah, nah, you don't really ever see a coach go at a player like that.
Never.
You might
But
see the
Sirianni's
reverse. You might see
emotional,
the
bro.
reverse, but that was crazy.
Sirianni's emotional as fuck.
Bro, he's a wreck.
Going up to New England, the Chargers and the Pats. Pats won an ugly game. Field goal game other than the one touchdown. But it was an ugly game. And I think this game shows you how important an offensive line is. How important when your superstars offensive line like they get season ending injuries, not one, but two.
Don't matter
Herbert
how good
was
your
a dead man
quarterback
back
is,
there.
boy.
Herbert was a dead man back there. But kudos to New England. I don't think Drake May had a super good game, but as a team, they put points on the board and they stopped him. The defense just was like shark in water. They smelled blood every snap, and kudos to New England's defense. That won them this game.
Bro, listen, my fellow AFC East neighbors. How do we feel about New England being back? Like, I've been in denial all year, but now they just won a playoff game. So now I'm like, oh, fuck, I have to really like take this serious now.
Yeah. Connor, I'm gonna let you go first.
It's like Tom Brady died and then came back to life, man. I'm not saying he's Tom Brady, but I mean, man, the kid comes out, has an MVP year,
Year
uh,
two.
year two, wins a playoff game. I know he didn't have the best game in the world, but like a lot of these Super Bowl teams, the quarterback kind of goes out there, does their job, doesn't throw for 400 yards,
Yep.
protects the football, doesn't have any turnovers. And, we just talked about the difference in head coaches. I mean, Mike Vrabel, I mean, is he
How
not the
did
coach of the year?
brother? How did Tennessee let this man walk out of the building?
The same way they
You
let AJ
forgot he
Brown
had
leave, too.
Tannehill out there balling.
Tannehill was in the AFC Championship. Balling is strong, Dixon. We cannot have this discussion again. When you have a
Next time,
2,000
next
yard
time.
back behind you, you're gonna look good.
Next time.
I'm sorry, Connor. Yeah, Vrabel
Yeah.
might be the coach of the year.
I mean, no, they played a great game. It doesn't feel good to know that we have to play them again forever. And it just this cycle of my life continues.
It's
20
not
No
years.
like we
way.
waited
Like
for a
it's,
quarterback, right?
but
Yeah, right.
it's weird though. I'm like not mad at this regime. Like they're kind of cool. Like
Man, I
Drake May is like a cool guy. Like he's a chill guy.
like
Mike Vrabel, he's one of the guys. But that
one of the
Belichick
guys.
Brady regime, no, that was a different type of
It
asshole.
so I thought about this. The Brady Belichick's era was pretty much like Darth Vader and like the counselor,
I
which is
never
like
seen it, but yeah.
they're the two like fucking old bitches, just fucking shit up.
Slytherin and shit.
I myself, dude, I would say like I like Vrabel. I wanted Vrabel to come in to be our coach. I liked him in Tennessee. I really did. Even in interviews, like he's a good interview.
Yeah.
Um, Drake May, UNC, native,
You gonna see legend.
right down the corner. So I was rooting for him no matter what. It just happened to be in New England.
Hey,
So it's tough to watch, but he's good though. I really like
Tyler,
him.
I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to tell you, bro. I started watching some Drake May highlights. That some of those runs, like he okay,
He's an athlete, yeah.
no, he's a little crazy. He goes a little crazy. Like that running ability is crazy.
Yeah. You guys got anything else left on this game? Not much to talk about, to be honest.
Their defense, man. I think they had. I might have been tripping, but I think I saw 30 pressures.
Oh yeah, dude.
Like 6 sacks
Like,
or some
Yeah,
shit.
like I was saying,
That's
they smell blood in the
insane.
water. Yeah.
That's insane. I mean, I think the biggest pickup was Milton Williams this year. I mean, coming from Philly, dude played out of his mind. He pretty much, got that last sack and kind of ended the game there. And it was,
Mm.
what a defensive, powerhouse they had over there.
Well, that was their big signing.
Yeah.
In the offseason.
Yep.
Like, what, 90 or 100 mil?
Something crazy like that, and clearly deserved it.
Hell yeah. Going to the last game of the weekend, Texans and Steelers.
Yo, hold on. Can we officially label Justin Herbert as a choke artist?
No, bro. I
What?
just talked about this. He
What?
lost his two star offensive linemen.
Stop it.
Did you see the PFF grades for their linemen?
They're 31. Oh, the PFF, yeah, they're all
They're
like
all
bottom
last
10.
place.
So we don't
Yeah.
all right, I feel no, you're right. No, you're right.
32nd.
No, because you can't do shit if it's like that. So
No, bro, that team is built front to back.
Yeah.
They put money, they put all their resources in the line.
all right,
When
you get
those
the pass. You
resources
get
are
the pass
gone-
Herbert, but you still under watch.
Yeah, he's under watch,
Absolutely.
but he got his shit kicked in this game.
No, and he's been getting his shit kicked in all year. Like he was
All
injured
year.
coming into the game. He's just one of those 6'5" country studs. They ain't really gonna go out.
Shout out to him. Texans and Steelers. Did we see the Did we see the last throw of Aaron Rodgers be a pick six? Tell me,
Connor, how
Connor.
did you? I feel
Connor,
like
yeah,
Connor, you have
you
a
were
weird, like
grinning.
you gotta have a good like love relationship with Rogers at the.
Come on, man. Come on.
God, that shit hanged up.
Listen,
How did
man.
you feel, bruh?
I'm like the salty ex a little bit right now because like I want him because I love me some Aaron Rodgers
You
and
still want him?
not anymore.
Oh, okay,
But
my
I'm
bad.
saying like I wanted him to be there. I wanted us to sign him when we did, and
Right.
I've never had the highest high as I have when we signed him, when he ran out the tunnel with the flag, when he came back in San
Stop.
Francisco. I'm going down a sad path right
Yeah,
here,
you're going
man.
down the wrong road,
That
bro.
shit hit.
But no, man, it was tough. He threw the pick, whatever, and you could just see him on the sideline, just kind of staring off. And when he walked off in Lambeau, he had Randall Cobb with him, arm in arm. When he walked up for the Jets, he had Devontae Adams with him. He walked off here
He
with
didn't have
nobody,
nobody.
by himself, and that kind of was just like, is that what he is? He's just like at the end of the day, he's by himself because he's got that, he's got that attitude. He's got that, the fuck you attitude, and you know, it's sad to see, man. It's like your favorite dog, you gotta take him outside and put him in the back and put him down, man. He's too old. You
Yeah.
see it, like he's but I mean that boy can still sling it.
The arm
Yo,
is
Still,
he still
still
got that flick.
the arm is still
still
golden, but the rest of the body is just no
it's
good.
you could see
Yeah.
with the wrist and it was sad to see, man. But I thought he'd do a little bit better out there in Pittsburgh. I think he had like the lowest like completion like yardage like per completion like in NFL is like 3.7 yards. So
Oh
like you
Oh,
can
wow.
see, yeah, he's just kind of in a different realm right now.
Yeah.
But I mean, shout out to Rogers, man. Love you, bro. No
Yeah.
matter
Shout
what,
out Raji's.
it's been real.
it's been real. I
Hey,
think
but
that's it
look,
though.
he had no fucking shot. Like early in that game, Connor, I saw what you were talking about. That Texans defense is
Oh, I try to tell
ferocious.
y'all, man. They do not stop. They don't let up on every level of the
They
defense.
don't blitz. It's just the four of them.
That's
Mhm.
how you win, bro. That's how you win.
See, and then
You
they
run
started.
four.
I'm like, oh, I've seen this before. This is '07
Philly.
Giants.
No, that's Philly last year.
This is Philly
Really
last year.
last
Like
year,
when you
man.
have a group of four. Hold on, but nah, that he had no chance. I felt bad. I thought he was gonna die. Like sometimes he got hit and he would stay down for a couple of seconds. I'm like, oh shit. But it would. I'm not gonna lie. It was pretty sad to see him go out like that. It was low
That
key.
defense
He
had
deserves it, but it was still sad to see. You know what I'm saying?
that defense. I mean, this score was a lot wider than what the game was. Because going into the fourth, it was still 7-6. What really broke it open is those two takeaways and two touchdowns on from just the defense.
That's
That's
when
how
you
this team
know.
is winning.
That's what, bro. When you
This is
talk
not the
about
offense.
historic defense, that's defenses that score the ball. So they're
Yeah, two
starting to do
touchdowns.
that. They're starting to do that. It can get scary. CJ Stroud, you just got to take care of the ball, fam. That's all you got to do. Make a couple plays. You just got to take care of the ball, and you could go all the way. Not gonna lie.
Where are we at with Stroud these days? Because man, I've been not that I was a huge Stroud fan, but going into his second year,
I mean, we all
I
were.
was excited for it.
We all were, in awe of what he did.
The rookie year was great, but like where are we at now with it? Because I'm very disappointed in his play, to be honest. I feel like he's like second guessing himself all the time.
Connor, what do you think?
Yeah, man. I mean, I think in the beginning of the season, I think they were like 0-3. I think he missed a couple games, and they started talking about like, well, I kept seeing like, not trade rumors, but trade, kind of thoughts, and it's
Yeah.
just like this guy is a franchise quarterback, but I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
he
yeah.
was making some decisions, like I brought up earlier, like when he had those couple bad snaps or he fumbled and he tried to pick it up and run and throw, and it's just like, just lay down on the football.
Yeah.
I mean, he did nothing for the offense. I mean, Woody Marks had a great game. Nick Chubb had a really solid game. He was averaging like 5-6 a carry at
Man,
one
shout out
point.
Nick Chubb.
That's
I
to
saw
the
that.
old go. I mean, um, their offense is going to look. I mean, Nico Collins is probably going to be out next week with that concussion. I
Concussion.
think he looked pretty rough, but that defense is you know, it reminds me, the only thing I've ever seen was like our team, our Jets team in '09 and 10, where we had that great defense and kind of like a Sanchez would throw for like 165 and a touchdown. And I think that if Stroud just leans into just not doing too much, that's the theme of the whole episode here, I guess. Just do what you got to do, stay in your lane, you'll be fine. The defense will carry you for sure.
Yeah, I think he's still good though.
He's still
And
great.
I think that O line has been trash. So
Yeah.
like, yeah, I think he's still
Yep.
good, and I think he'll still turn up like this
Yep.
postseason.
So that's wrapping up the wild card weekend. Super wild card weekend. I don't know why they stopped talking about like that. Going into the divisional
What?
round. You don't remember that? Super wild card weekend?
Wait,
They don't call it that
you
anymore.
triggering memory files.
That's
That
the
was a
way I
thing.
think of it. Yeah, that's the way I think of it. Super wild card weekend.
They just threw the super on it, and that's it.
That was it. And then they took it away. Like if it was never there.
Yeah, because what the fuck?
Connor, you remember this?
I do remember this.
Crazy.
Conspiracy. Going into the divisional round this weekend, which is usually one of the best weekends of the year because it's the top 8 and everybody's clawing in to get to that top 4. The first game of the weekend is Bills Broncos in Colorado. Connor, what is your view on going into this game?
I think it's going to be another historical game. I think every game, except for maybe the Steelers game, was top playoff games I've seen in quite some time. I have the Broncos winning that game. I think that
Let's go.
Me too.
yeah. I mean, I know Josh is great. Gabe Davis, I know he's out. I think he tore his ACL.
Oh,
So
did he?
shit.
I didn't see that
yeah,
news.
one less guy to be out there with him.
Oh, he
I
got
think
fucked up. He got hit down low. I
Yeah.
seen it.
he
Yeah.
got fucked up. But I mean that the Broncos defense is stingy. Their offense, grimy. I mean, everybody's good on that team. Bo Nix, nasty. I think it kind of, to see what he's going to do. If he can get past Josh, I think he will. That kind of starts pushing him into maybe some uncomfortable conversations about how great or how good Bo Nix really is.
Facts. Yo, second playoff match. I think they played last year, wasn't it? Or the year before?
One of those two.
You talking about Denver?
That Bo Nix
Denver
versus
Bill?
Bo Nix versus Josh Allen. Remember Bo Nix had that deep
it had to
touchdown
be
pass
last
the
year.
first drive? Yeah. And everyone went crazy, like, oh shit, is he gonna do it?
Yeah.
You got another chance. I think Broncos could take it, but look, it's not gonna be easy, bro.
No.
Josh Allen is I don't think you could blow him out like that. Pause. But like, it's gonna be close.
Yeah, I also got Broncos winning this game. I think Broncos from top to bottom they're a way better roster. They're built off from they spent all their money on the defense. They have a really great defense. I think they're gonna limit because you can't stop JA. They're gonna limit to what he can do. And it'll be interesting to see who will help him go over there. Will it be James Cook? Will it be Khalil? Will it be Dawson Knox or his counterpart? But Bills are going to have to play an even better game this week because I think if the Bills can win against the Broncos, I will legitimately say, okay, I think they can win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And I have not thought that all year. All year.
Yeah. But hold on. Whatever the Chiefs had last year, whatever god or demon they were using, the Broncos got that. Broncos got that this year. And every team usually there's one team a year that has this type of energy sauce where it's like they get in a close game and they just pull it off every time. So another thing to keep in mind.
If the Bills do lose this game, is McDermott fired? Because I think it's without a doubt he'll be fired.
I don't say got to, but got to.
Connor?
I don't know, man. I think he's a pretty good coach. But how much is it coaching and how much is it having the best player in the NFL leading your team?
I mean, you're constantly in the divisional round and then you get bounced. That's what
I mean,
five.
you saw that with Harbaugh. He got them to the divisional round.
Tomlin too. Like I think they're all good coaches, but it's just sometimes like the era's done. You know what I'm saying?
It wears out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but where do you go next?
That's the thing.
I don't know.
Not a lot of people want to go to Buffalo. I
So
don't know.
I'm predicting that a lot of these head coaching jobs, like the top guys, I think they're all waiting to see if Buffalo fails. Because I think if you can have Josh Allen as your quarterback, that's going to be the number one spot.
I think they're also just waiting on Harborough. I think he's like the domino. Once he moves,
I think
everything else will.
Harbaugh's waiting on Buffalo.
Mm. Well, how did I say his name? Harborough?
Yeah, you said it like Marlboro, like a Marlboro Red. I let it slide because you know.
Foreigner.
I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say
It's
it.
fine.
Oh, also shout out to James Cook rushing title. I love that. I don't know why people don't talk about that anymore, but
Because he got a basic ass running
shout
style,
out.
but he do it.
Hey, you win the title though. It don't
No, he
matter how
do
you
it.
run.
He's
You won
still
the
not as good
title.
as his brother, but 1 or 2 more years, he got that.
40 49ers versus Seahawks in Seattle. This is going to be a great game, I
They
think.
play it again for the third time.
I think that I love this matchup, especially in the playoffs. They have got a lot of history. Um, I think this. I'm leaning Seattle, but if anybody else can convince me otherwise,
This is
I
close,
think
bro.
Seattle. All the major statistics on the teams, all of them, but I think one favors Seattle. Now that's not always something in the playoffs, but I think Seattle is the pick here.
That's close. Connor. Hey, people don't know. Connor's the guru. Like, he's gonna tell y'all picks, and y'all should low key be putting bread on it. But Connor, who you got?
I took Seattle. I feel like this is going to be the game that's not as exciting. I know, I don't know. I just see Seattle kind of taking this one and just taking control quick, especially now with no Kittle. Um, I just think Seattle's just riding a heater. I think Darnold's playing his best football he's probably ever played. JSN obviously playing his best football he's ever played. K9 is running the ball really well. Their defense is really good. Um, I just think like CMC's going to give you everything he's got, but at some point it's not enough. And I think that they're going to run into this wall right now. And I think I know Kittle gives you a lot of things offensively, like with catching ability and yak and all that, but like he gives you so much as a blocker, and I feel like people don't really realize that he's such a great blocker. And I think when you lose that, your ends get kind of a little bit more hungry in Seattle, and they just kind of take over the game. And I think that's exactly what's going to happen.
Well, the Seattle, I mean, not to mention the Seattle has a great defense. I'm pretty sure it's a top three
Yeah.
defense.
And they're playing in Seattle, so the 12th man, or 12th that they talk about, it's gonna be loud. And hey, shout out to the boy wonder Sam Darnold, man. Love seeing you have success outside of the Jets.
Jets
Man.
alumni.
Jets alumni.
Nah, yeah, I gotta
Hey,
go with Tyler. I told you, you moved to a new state. Seattle's my new team. Let's go.
hey, sometimes you just see ghosts though. Like it's
Yeah,
chill.
yeah.
It's
That was
super
a
No,
chill.
song right there.
no, that was one of the worst quotes of all time.
Going to the next game, we got the Houston Texans versus the New England Patriots in New England.
Nah, I'm
Dixon,
fucking with you.
Luna.
Nah, I go New England. I go New
Yeah,
England.
easy.
Not easy, hell no, because like I said, the Texans defense. But the way to combat a great defense like that is you either need great play calling or a great quarterback. In this case, they could potentially have both. So I think they'll be able to way to figure it out. They'll be able to contain CJ Stroud. Yeah, I'm going with New England here.
Connor, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm taking New England. I feel like this one's kind of take this one for face value. I mean, um, I think that the Patriots defense is way better than the Steelers defense was. Steelers defense is a little bit older. They're a little slower. They're a step slower. I mean, Gonzalez, dog. I mean, that whole team, the whole defense overall is just nasty. I think they get to CJ Stroud early and often, and then you're going to see a couple more of those fumbles. And, I think this is going to be like one of those 27, 17 games that they're going to just kind of run away with.
I'm on the same boat as you guys. New England. Watch, this is chalk again. Like
Yeah.
they're a better team. The biggest thing 12 and what was it 12 and 2 the Texans have gone in the last 14, very impressive. The defenses obviously drove that with a couple games of the offense putting up good numbers. But I don't think if the defense doesn't put up 2 touchdowns by themselves, they have any chance in this game.
CJ Stroud would have to go crazy. That's the
He
only
would
way.
have to have like the best game of the year
And
at
he got no
least.
Nico Collins, so it's gonna be rough.
The defense has to score at least 2 touchdowns for them to be in this game. This team is leading on their defense for a lot more than just stopping them from scoring.
Yeah.
Because I have not believed in this offense all year, and it's just like I told y'all before. It's just my feelings on CJ right now. Going into the last game, we're going to go to Chicago with the Rams and the Bears. The 6 p.m. game. Can Caleb make another magical game against the MVP?
You're not ready yet, buddy. Hey, it's been cute. It's been real, but you going up against an all-time great. And I think he's still great. I got to go Stafford and the Rams.
But Connor, before I ask this question, what do you got in this game?
Yeah, Stafford. They'll make this one quick. I think too. I think these games are gonna be. I mean, they're gonna be great games, but I think that you let Jordan Love and Matt Golden and Romeo Dobbs slice you up for that long. I mean, what is Puka and Devontae and Higbee and all these guys gonna do? It's gonna be. I think they got this one in the bag quick.
I'm leaning that way. I'm not 100% sold myself on that. But the one thing I do know is that the Rams, if they get in the same scenario as that Green Bay was last week, they're not going to let the game go.
No.
They're not going to let the game slip.
And that's one thing I want every team to learn from Brady and Belichick and them. Bro, when they used to get ahead, they used to whoop, like, disrespectfully, like, hang 55 on you for no reason in a regular season game. But that's the mentality you have to have.
The last question I want to ask you guys is speaking on the Rams. Seeing what happened in Carolina this past weekend, that doesn't make you double think anything that you're going into this game?
I mean,
Because
I think
it shows that the Rams could be
they're
taking it.
vulnerable. Yeah, they're not steel proof. But like I said, I think that's just a matchup issue with the Panthers for whatever reason. But yeah, no, maybe I wasn't as high on them as one point in the season, because one point in the season they looked phenomenal.
Yeah, I think they were like 11-2 at one point.
Yeah.
It looked really good.
But yeah, maybe a little bit, but not enough to like jump off the train or nothing. Or
What do you think, Connor?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that Dixon said it right. It was a matchup issue. Sometimes we see, I see a lot in basketball. You get kind of matched up weird.
Yeah.
Especially like the Heat. The Heat always match up weird with the Knicks, and like even though the Knicks have like more talent, they still just don't match up the right way. But I think this one was like going to Chicago. I feel like they're gonna work their kinks out. They're all professionals. They've all been here before. Like
It's in Chicago.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cold.
It's gonna be.
But
Them LA boys ain't used to that cold.
Gonna have to pound that rock with Kyron and Blake Corum, I guess.
And they could do it. They're both respectable backs.
Yep.
They're both very respectable. And they love to hand the ball off to Puka too.
Yeah. I think Tay has a really big game. I think Devontae Adams had like a down game. I know he kind of got banged up a little bit too for a quick second, but I feel like he kind of comes out and shows out. He always shows out in the cold. I mean, he did it a billion times in Green Bay. He's gonna show out.
Yeah.
Stafford got no problem throwing in any condition.
Count it, bro. Devontae Adams, anytime touchdown.
He might go for 2.
All right, I'm gonna wrap up on the division, and we're gonna go into the last segment of the night. Just because we haven't been able to chop it up with Connor for a little bit, we just wanted to pick his brain real quick. Some rapid fire questions I got for you. And Dixon, you got a few?
No, I'm just here for the vibes.
All right, cool. Vibes up, baby. First things first. How did the first year of Aaron Glenn go for in your eyes?
I think it went about as well as everybody thought it would.
Okay.
And I think that what he is, he's a leader of men. He's a former player. He played for the organization for quite a bit of time.
Yeah, how many years was it? Do you remember?
It was a good amount of time. I think it was at least 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
It could be more.
Sure.
It was just before my fandom started.
No, I got you. Yeah.
But no, I mean he loves the franchise, and I think that's a big part of it. We went from like leading the league in penalties for the last 2 years with Salah to like not being anywhere near the top. He's holds players accountable. He'll pull you out the game, which I think is what we needed. But at the end of the day, man, when you put up 3 wins, is anything really a success? I don't know. I don't feel like it was.
I understand. I really thought the defense would have been better, even with Sauce and Quentin Williams. I didn't think it was that good at all. And for him being a defensive background, you would have thought, he got this job from being a DC. So you would have thought it would have been at least more respectable. And not to mention, dude, no interceptions.
None.
Interception is just as fun for a fan as a sack is, but fuck none.
And there's like sometimes you get an accidental interception.
Not
Yeah.
even a bad throw.
Sometimes they throw it right to your chest.
Yeah.
But wait, Connor, it's not bad enough to where it's like get rid of him.
Would have been okay if he got fired this year?
I if I didn't know all the coaching, stardom that's out, all that talent that's out there now looking for jobs. But at the end of the day, if you're a coach and you're the Harbaughs of the world, or the Tomlins, or the whoever's, like you want to go from these great teams where you don't really struggle and you're 12-4, or you're 13-3 to a team that can't win more than 5 games.
Yeah,
You're
true.
not going to want to do it. So I don't think they're going to move on from him. I think they believe in him. The players like playing for him. But I mean, if Tomlin
But
makes the call,
would you be okay? That answers my question. All right, cool.
yeah, I wouldn't be pissed if Harbaugh just ended up the coach for some
That's the
strange
New York
reason,
Jets.
but
That
he
would be
wouldn't.
great.
But
We'd have Vrabel and Harbaugh in our division. That'd be
yeah,
fucking sick, right, Dixon?
I don't know.
This is a two-part question. What was your first reaction to the Quentin Williams trade and the Sauce trade when it first happened, and how do you feel about it now as the
I can't.
season's ending?
Yeah, I was kind of surprised because they talked about like not dealing them either of them, and it's weird because Sauce kind of signed a pretty big contract right away, and Quinn got an extension, but um, me like you yourself and Dixon. So I'm sure you guys watched the post game press conferences and on Twitter and stuff like that. You could just see it in them. They talk about they've been here and they just keep losing and they hate losing and they hate losing and all we do is lose. So at some point, like when does that start affecting your play? Like if you kind of get a bump, do you kind of just sit out a couple, a game or two because we're gonna lose anyway. We're out of the playoffs. It's week 8 and we're already done. I like the haul that we got for both of them. I think
Yeah, I
that
got a good amount.
I think we got way more than we should have.
Came up.
I mean, especially from Sauce, I think he played one full game and then like a quarter of another, and that was it. So I feel like what we do with those picks, because we can't seem to draft well, I think they should package those picks and then send them to
Baltimore.
why not call Cincinnati and see if they'll take 4 first rounders for Joe Burrow?
Yeah.
I mean, why not call Baltimore and say they won't take 4 first rounders for Lamar? I mean,
Wait,
why not?
you're thinking big here.
I mean,
You're trying to you're trying to
Oh yeah,
restart it, quick start
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I mean that's been our problem forever.
Holy shit.
So it's like, why draft and wait and hope and give up and draft and wait and hope if we could just say Joe Burrow's unbelievable, you know, these guys are going to be available. Like they're getting, don't forget, they're not 23 anymore. Like they're getting up there for a quarterback,
They are.
and they're, you kind of get tired of not winning. And I get it. Cincinnati went to the Super Bowl and all that stuff, but they got to pay their players. They got a lot of talent on that team. So when do you just say, hey, look, let's take these picks and then do something with them?
Well, I mean, that would be crazy, but wouldn't you think those quarterbacks would just be in a worse position? Because there's not much talent on the team.
100%.
But you still have Garrett Wilson. I mean, he is.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's not their choice. I mean, it's the owner's choice. If you're in a
Of
contract
course.
and they want to dump your contract and they don't want to pay you $500 million and they can get 4 picks for you. I get.
No.
It's not. I'm not saying it's happening. So
No,
I'm
I
not
know
gonna-
it's an awesome
But
theory though. Yeah.
I feel like we'll probably end up with a guy like Brissett or Kyler Murray or somebody, that random mid to low tier quarterback, and just Maybe they wait for Archie, man. I don't know. I don't know what they want to do anymore. I can't keep up.
Yeah.
Tank for
So
Archie.
I guess so.
do you think you guys take Dante Moore?
I'd rather not. Um, if we're not going to trade all the picks for a quarterback, like let's just trade down and kind of get as much as we can. Um, I don't have faith in Dante Moore as much as maybe some other people do.
The
Okay.
Oregon guy?
Yeah, or he's good. Listen, he's good, but I think after seeing what Mendoza has done and what he will do in the championship game, and he's going to come out of there as a national championship, winning quarterback, and he's going to go number one. And I think that's the guy that we need or want, and it's just not going to happen.
You
So
think
why
he's like
set?
that?
Yeah, he's like that. Yeah.
My fault. Look, I only watch professional, so I don't know nothing about these college boys. But yeah,
Yeah, he's like
Dixon, you got to tap into the playoffs. I mean, the
you
playoffs are
gotta watch.
overwhelming,
I
bro.
mean,
I
bro,
only
don't
got
forget where
enough.
you
You're
live for
just
your whole
starving
life.
yourself. That's
I
what you're
might
doing.
watch the championship, but that's about it.
Well,
That's
you can watch Miami, and I mean, if you look up at Mendoza's highlights, man. The kid's good.
Okay.
He's a great quarterback. He makes big time throws. He makes throws where
Shit.
you're like, oh, this guy is ready to go next
For you
level.
to bring Indiana here, you got to be doing something
oh
different.
Yeah,
yeah, he's fucking balling, dude.
exactly. So I mean, that's where I feel.
Oh
Hopefully
shit,
that's
I'm gonna check him out.
A lot of people say that's Mendoza and then hard
yeah.
drop off.
And then the Moore kid, you're saying,
Yeah,
Yeah,
but like there's a big drop off. That's what they're saying.
like one QB draft type shit.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So you guys see what you want to do, draft like go back, which is I think is probably the smart. You'll probably
You
get
could
the most
probably
talent
get
like that.
him if you put some draft picks in. You're already gonna have a top 5 pick.
we got the 2 pick. We got number 2.
Yeah,
So that's it.
two and what, 13 or
It's
something?
like 2 and 16 or 15 or it's. I got to double check. I haven't looked at it. I've kind of disconnected from the Jets. It's my
Hey,
yearly time to disconnect from them.
You're off season.
I'm off season. My off season has already started for them.
was the Cincinnati game the Jets Super Bowl of the year? Like Super Bowl moment?
Yeah, I mean, no. I'm gonna say yes and no because
Okay.
I think game week 1 against the Steelers. I think that we saw a great.
Oh,
He
that Justin Fields
Oh my
game.
fucking
played
god,
a
I
great
forgot
game.
about that.
I mean, he threw a ball that like I was like, wow. It
Justin
was like,
Fields went crazy.
and that's the thing. He went nuts. I
You
have,
tricked everybody.
it was crazy, and I think they scored like 34. I think it was like 30. It was a close game in
It
the
was like
thirties though.
38, right?
It's like 38, 34, something like that. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, like you knew Rogers was gonna go in there and like he wanted that game, so like, okay, take it. But you couldn't tell me we were gonna like, win 8, 9
Yeah.
games.
Yeah.
I bought a Justin Fields jersey. Like, what am I doing? So, but I mean, I felt like that game was like, okay, like, oh, this kid's got it. He's good. He's got his confidence. And then obviously it just went south quick. But no, I'd also say the Cleveland game because I was at the Cleveland game.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to Wifey because she got me the tickets to go and we had a great game. And I haven't been to a Jets game in a while and haven't seen the Jets games, a Jet win in person in a long time. So
Yeah.
we had a kick return for a touchdown, a punt return for a touchdown. So
Don't
it
get
was
better
really
than
good.
that.
Don't get better than that.
My homeboy Adrian, he shout out Adrian. He's a Joe Burrow fan. He loves the Bengals, and that was his first football game he went to.
That's a tough one to
He
go
went
to
to
for
the
sure.
he went up to Ohio with his wife, and they
Oh,
went to
Jesus.
the Cincinnati Stadium, and
my
that
bad,
was the game they
Adrian.
went to.
My bad.
Last question I got for you, two-parter also. What does the future of the Jets look like?
Man, I couldn't be more confused than I am right now. I think we're at a point where nobody knows. Like, do you like so now, like with Brees, right? Everybody loves Brees. He had a good year this year, cracked 1,000 yards finally. Um, was up there top 5 in scrimmage yards. But he's like, do we tag him? Do
He
we
don't want to be there.
I know he don't want to be. That's the problem. Do we trade him? Do we, what do we do with him? Do we let him go? And you got Garrett Wilson coming off a knee injury. No idea what's happening at quarterback. I don't know, man.
Y'all
Hopefully
gotta
it's
draft.
good.
Nah, y'all gotta draft a quarterback.
We got
Hey,
to
it's
do
a clean
something.
slate. It's literally a clean slate.
I think you draft a quarterback, you'll be on the right path.
Yeah, I think they'll draft a quarterback. I think they'll probably go get somebody like a Russell Wilson or, like I said, Brissett or like somebody in that mid tier, that's going to get you a couple wins.
Malik
But like,
Willis, hold on.
yeah, well, I think he's going somewhere sunny, but I don't know.
I don't know. Yo, that Green Bay game was that game. What was it? Week 18 when he
Mhm.
played, bro. I swear to God, I thought it was like the new coming of a quarterback.
Yeah.
And then when he threw his arm out and came out the game,
Mhm.
I said, no, I can't do this again. Because I'm talking to myself and like, yo,
What
they
you
gotta
mean
go
he
get,
threw his arm out?
bro. He got hurt after throwing. He's like, yo, my arm. He had to come out of the game.
Oh, that boy been on the bench for too long.
But he was playing amazing that week. But yeah, we'll see about that, Connor. That's a whole different discussion.
Yeah.
So pretty much, I mean, do you at this point do you trust the guys running it?
Yeah, I trust so
The new people.
yeah, the new GM Mogi is pretty good. He made a couple of those big trades, and
Yeah, right.
there wasn't a trade that we lost this year. Like I know we also in that Sauce trade, we got the picks, and then we also got AD Mitchell, Adonai Mitchell, who is a pretty
Yeah,
good receiver.
Oh
hell yeah.
And
shit! No, he's
I think a
fire.
year of Garrett Wilson, him, and then like another guy, or Garrett, another guy, and then him as the third. I think that's a nice building block. I think that they're going to make the right decisions. I think they got the right guys in place now.
Okay.
But it's tough. We're not an attractive free agency. We're
Of
not a
course.
destination that anybody really wants to go play. We got taxes, and we can't win. So what's the point?
Do you like Taylor, the tight end?
I love Mason Taylor, man. I know he got hurt towards the last couple games. He weirdly was leading our team in receptions and like receiving
Yeah, I
yards. He had
remember
like
for a time.
370 yards, and like that was our top guy. So not the greatest thing in the world, but I think he's athletic. He's a big kid. He's a good kid. He's a good football player. So I think another year in training camp and all this stuff, getting used to how the NFL is. Like he'll come out. I'm not saying he's a Brock Bowers guy, but he reminds me like a Dalton Kincaid. That kind of like solid
He's your
receiving
guy's
partner.
certified starter though.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
certified starter. Yeah,
Okay.
he's good. He's serviceable, and he'll end up being a good starting tight end.
Shout out
Yeah, I
his
mean, he's only
auntie.
up from here.
Shout out his auntie. You're sick. You're sick, man. Fuck. Say shout out his dad, but Jet legend, Dolphin legend. But I guess shout out to his aunt.
Jet legend.
Bro.
All right, man. That's all I got, fellas.
All right, nah, hold on, bro. Nah, real shit.
All right.
Like, look, this was the first year I was like, I'm not doing this Dolphin shit.
Uh-huh.
Like, no, real shit. I was like, I am not wasting any more of my Sunday doing this, bro. I can't. I can't. Like, so this has been me for a couple of years now. Tyler could tell you. Like,
Yeah, I know.
I'm more of a league guy, if anything, a player guy, actually.
You're an
Would
NBA.
y'all, hold on. Would y'all ever change or you're
No,
rooting?
what?
But hold on. Let me ask you.
You're crazy.
Hold on. Let me ask you why. Like why? What
It's
is the loyalty about? Like what is that about? Take me into the mentality of that.
because it's deeper than football. It's your family rooted for them. It's a tradition in the family. It's a
I'm like a first generation
it's a
fan, so it's
personality
different.
trait.
Okay.
It's a loyalty guy. You go up with a ship, you go down with it.
Oh,
We
it's
don't. I mean,
deep.
we're down most of the time.
Oh nah, it's deep. Like y'all had like Dolphins clothes in your baby clothes, like as a
Yeah,
3-year-old and shit.
like
Oh,
people
okay.
with jewelry. Yeah, this goes deeper than just the logo.
Okay.
And
I just
and
forgot. No, because we've
you
been
just
trash for so
invest.
long. I forgot. Like, what's the
No,
point?
which is fine, but I know Connor like myself, like it's not like football season's over. It's like an everyday thing. You're checking in with the team, like what our front office
But you
moves.
were almost like born into this shit type shit.
Yes, and the way I say generational is like my son, my oldest son, is 9 years old. This man is a freak, Dolphin freak.
What
My
about
kids are ready to square up against a Bills fan. That's what it is.
your grandfather was a Dolphins fan as well?
Uh, yes, but that was the mid 60s. He was a football fan. My dad became a Dolphins fan because he was born.
Your dad was the one that set it off.
Yeah, because he was 3 when the Dolphins became, and he remembers the 72 Dolphins, and
Okay.
not to mention, Chuck, my stepdad
And then your
slash dad.
stepdad, okay.
I
See,
mean,
there it is.
I mean, what kind of I'm a loyal ass kind of guy. So it's gonna be take a lot for me to jump ship, and it just wouldn't
Okay.
happen. It just wouldn't happen.
Connor, what about for you? Same shit?
Yeah, bro. My dad, rest in peace, was a big Jets fan. Got me in it when I was a kid. I'd probably say about like 7, 8 years old. I remember like having a Jets jersey for Christmas and things
Okay.
like that. Then I started watching Jets games. Like I would always watch them, but I wouldn't know what was going on. But when I was 10, 9, 10 is like kind of when you start to really kind of understand what's happening. I haven't missed a Jets game in 20 years, bro.
But it's like your team before you're even aware that it's your team. Type shit.
You're born into it's like
Yeah.
you don't really. There's no choice. Like
There's
it's
no
like
choice.
I'm a Jets fan. You're a Jets fan. As a father-son duo, this is what we do on Sunday. We sit here together. We root for this
Okay.
team, and then we go get McDonald's after. Like that's what we do every
Yo,
Sunday.
hey, I swear to God, I told this to my wife. One of my favorite things is to watch football with my kids. And I mean, Dixon, you've watched games with me. I'm yelling at the TV. You're cracking jokes. You're just talking bullshit. My kids
Yeah.
do the same shit, and it's great. And
So when you say it's deeper, it's like this is something you take pride in and want to continue because your dad put you on, so it's only right for you to put
100%. They
yeah,
always,
I mean, this is part of
like
yeah,
it.
keep it going. Let's keep it
gotta
going.
keep it. You gotta keep it going. Like
Okay.
my girl's a Steelers fan, but she was right there with me in the Jets game and cheering, yelling, screaming, happy for
Hell
me,
yeah. Hell yeah.
right? So if I got somebody happy for me, enjoying the things that I like, and I get to sit there. I don't have kids, so maybe one day, but I know Tyler gets that when I'm sure when he sees his kid on Sunday, wake up early, put his Tyreek Hill
That must
jersey
be different.
on, and he's running around with the football outside, and he's throwing outside with his with Tyler. I mean, there's probably no better feeling than that, man. And
No, it's facts.
it's it, man. It's in your blood. It'll just never end, man. It's how we connect as men. How we're sitting here right now. Like, if we didn't have football, we didn't love football, we wouldn't be doing this.
No, that's facts. Cause look, I'm more like a first generation football. Like my dad did his best to like try to, integrate and he watches all the time, but like I would say, so I kind of have the choice. But
Well, Dixon, you also fell in love with football, playing football.
yeah.
Like
But
that's how you
but
fell in
low
love with
key,
it.
my dad was like showing me this shit. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I'm sure he
but
was.
he
Yeah.
was learning it himself.
Yeah, I'm sure he was. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Dad
But
was
then
master
obviously
of all trades.
playing and shit, obviously. But I'm kind of at that point where like I have the choice. But nah, I hear what y'all saying, and it totally makes sense. Yeah, I get it.
Now, I mean, I like I said earlier in the episode, like I couldn't have like a second team where I rooted the same, like the Dolphins, but I like to see certain teams win, like just for like historic
I
reasons,
feel
and
like every real NFL fan, like you got your favorite, but then you got a couple teams you enjoy,
yeah, of course,
and then you
and
got
I
a
don't
couple
knock it.
teams you absolutely despise.
Yeah, I don't knock it. It's just not. I just couldn't do it myself.
I hear you. Nah, it makes all the sense, and I got a son on the way, so I might do it, the same way.
I mean, yeah, I mean, you could change it up there.
I
They're
gotta
not.
go Dolphins though. I can't do no Seahawks. Like, come on.
You just told us you're a Seahawk fan. You just
Nah,
told
yeah,
us.
but come on, bro. I can't.
So I heard something, and I'm gonna run this by you. This will be the last thing I think. I heard something really interesting when it comes to the NBA and the NFL, right? In the NFL, it's a generational thing, but it's also you're rooting for the shield, right? You're rooting for the logo. When it comes to the NBA, you're more so rooting for
The
the
player.
celebrity and the player.
Yeah.
So having the face kind of covered up in the NFL is almost like a gift and a curse for
It's
the
a huge
players.
psychological effect.
Yeah, and in the NBA, it's more like a celebrity. The players have
100%.
become.
100%.
Yeah, I thought it fucking blew my mind. But y'all boys got anything else to add?
Yeah, man.
That's it, bro. Always great
Uh,
talking to y'all.
Yeah, man, great episode, guys. For real, great episode.
Yo, I fuck with how we did like the half and half hosting. That was dope.
Yeah, it kind
Like
of
I
just worked out
introed
like
it and
that.
then I didn't even know that was possible.
My bad. I might have just taken over.
No,
That's
no,
my
no, no,
fault.
no. I liked it better like that.
Like I
That was
said,
probably
it
that was probably one of the better ones that we've done, honestly.
Smooth.
was great. It's always
That's
great
it.
chopping
We
up.
get better every time. That's it.
Always good.
All right, y'all. Have a good night, and make sure y'all like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and appreciate y'all joining us.
For sure.
Hits and hoop season. Hey.